In the headlines, excitement as President Buhari commissions Dangote 650,000 barrels per day refinery in Lagos. Presidential Tribunal dismisses PDP LP's request for live coverage. Gunmen killed 2 vigilantes in Delta State. On the foreign scene, 10 dead, 37 critically ill in South Africa cholera outbreak. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. I am Ayuba Hilaire. Thanks for joining. And now the details. Aliko Dangote says that the first product of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery and Petrochemicals will be in the market before the end of July. The president of Dangote Industries Limited stated this while giving the welcome address at the inauguration of the 650,000 refinery in Lagos State on Monday. According to him, the accomplishment is to enable Nigeria to eliminate what he described as the tragedy of import dependency and stop once and for all toxic substandard petroleum products from being dumped in Nigeria's market. The facility is expected to produce premium motor spirit, diesel, aviation jet fuel, and dual-purpose kerosene, among other refined products.
First, beyond the constant availability of a high-quality fuel for our transportation sector, the refinery will also make available to our industries vital raw materials for a wide range of manufacturers in the plastics, pharmaceuticals, food, beverages, packaging, construction, and many other industries. Second, while the refinery operation and ancillary businesses will generate massive job opportunities, downstream more absorptive capacity for labor in the hundreds of thousands. Third, once our plant is fully commissioned and it is on stream, we expect that at least 40% of the capacity will be available for export, and this will result in significant foreign exchange earning into the country.
Our Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Lagos, Alade Abiodun, gives us an update on the commissioning of the Dangote refinery.
50,000 barrels a day refinery that the president has commissioned today is expected to receive its first batch of goods by June, which is next month. So we are expecting that production will start later in the year, and this will obviously be able to help Nigeria to move from depending on the importation of refined products to now exporting. The African leaders that were here today, they were so happy. They could not hide their joy because this is key for Africa. Most African nations depend on importation of petroleum products. So with this coming to them closer, this will reduce some of the logistics costs. This will also help them to have security of supply. In fact, some of them actually pleaded with Dangote to actually think about establishing something as big as this in their own country. We have the president of Senegal, we have the president of Ghana. All of them are commending this project because this project goes beyond Nigeria. This project goes beyond ECOWAS. This is a project that all the African leaders are actually a part of, that they are keen to, because this will help the continent to actually develop.
The 2023 Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal sitting in Abuja on Monday has dismissed applications of the PDP and Labour Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi seeking live broadcasts of the tribunal's proceedings for lack of merit. Chairman of the tribunal, Justice Haruna Tsammani, upheld the submission of APC presidential candidate and the Independent National Electoral Commission that the application is unnecessary. The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, had filed an application on May 8 for an order to allow the live coverage of the daily court proceedings on the case they brought against the president-elect Bola Tinubu following the February 25 election. The Labour Party and its presidential candidate, Peter Obi, followed suit with a similar application asking that proceedings of the tribunal be televised. However, a week later, Tinubu opposed the application for a live broadcast of the proceedings of the election petition, describing it as an abuse of court process. On security matters, the Delta State Police Command confirmed the killing of 2 members of vigilante group at Umutu community in Okwani local government area of the state. Deputy Superintendent of Police Bright Edafe, who confirmed the killing, said that no arrest has been made. The 2 vigilante members, he said, were killed while trying to foil the kidnapping of some persons in the community. A source in the community said that one of the vigilantes also sustained gunshot injury, adding that the gunmen kidnapped the 3 persons last Friday after they invaded the river site in the community. He said following the kidnapping incident, the vigilante group mobilized, combed the bushes and rescued 3 kidnapped victims. Now, no situation lasts forever, but resentment built up while the circumstances last may linger long after. This is what is playing out in Benue State, where many residents no longer patronize point-of-sale operators because of their actions during the Naira swap crisis. The report.
It might have been a cordial relationship before, but certainly not during and after the Naira crisis in Nigeria. Makudi residents say they are no longer interested in withdrawing or depositing with POS operators.
Some of the POS operators, we don't even attend to them. You not see customers around them because of the way they maltreat people, customers. So unlike now, they are looking for customers and they can't find them. When you go, some will still tell you that 5,000 naira is 200 naira and the rest. So you see people running away. Actually, a lot of them are collecting 100 naira for a tune of from 15,000 naira below. So, and a lot of them, they locked up because of the patronage, the low patronage. People doesn't patronize them any longer.
So the exorbitant levies, they do levy it on customers during the cashless policy. Most of them are now hunting for customers, but customers are running away from them. Like there was a particular POS operator within our jurisdiction that used to collect 2,000 naira, pay 4,000 naira. That is 50% of what you are going to withdraw. But currently, he is begging for people to come and withdraw 5,000, pay 100 naira.
Other residents, however, still occasionally transact businesses with the POS operators due to proximity, but they say they do so with misgivings.
I patronize them when I have no choice to patronize them, compared to what they did to us during the cash crunch the other time. So we have no choice than to patronize them because of the transfer fare. At times we want to go to the ATM, have to, due to the transfer fare in Makodi, the cost is very high, so you can compare going and coming back. Then you have no choice than to patronize the one close to you. The people complain, we discuss, so people tell us different views concerning the POS operators. Yes, like even presently, if you want to withdraw like 10,000, some will tell you 200, some are collecting 100 naira. You understand? So people are still facing challenges.
The Naira crisis has been etched in Nigerian history as a very painful time for citizens. The POS operators did not cover themselves in glory while it lasted, exploiting the situation on Nigerians with unreasonable charges. The e-feeling from those testy periods have lingered and soured customer-operator relationships in the long run.
For residents of urban cities, the activities of middlemen, popularly called agents, are quite glaring, as many always come across them. These include estate agents, travel agents, and so on. Jimmy Azande sent in this report from Makurdi, where the activities of estate agents are predominant in Benue State.
They are everywhere, majority of them without known addresses. They have devised this business to provide services between property owners and tenants or buyers. Due to how important the property or estate business has become because of the need for shelter, some of these agents have become very organized with proper offices and rendering professional services with registered brands.
When a house owner called me and said there is a vacancy, I normally have client already because I have made a name already. So my clients call me, I take them there and I link them direct to the house owners. They have created in one way or the other of making money in this business, such as if they are bringing a client, there is something they call mobilization fee. It's 5,000 naira, which don't supposed to be so. And after paying a house, they have developed ways of eating money in the business, while they will say you have to pay for caution fee, which is not supposed to be so.
However, in a bid to ensure they stay in business, most of the activities have become questionable, especially extra charges. Hence, residents of Makurdi feel the activities should be regulated to remove sharp practices.
They play a middleman role between the agent and the proposed tenants. In most cases, some tenants will wish to come to an area where they are not much aware of, and they need somebody that will take them around there. And most of those houses, people will pack out, maybe due to some situations, and the landlord will want somebody to come in. Because we have gone digital these days, most things are done on work. Even people that sell perfumes are going online. People who say even Maggi are going online. So why would an agent, the house owner, not go online? Do your business online, people will see your product, and if they like, they come in.
I expect that idea of employing agent for landlord or for property is more better than any relative. And before agents do any transaction with you, you also get to know much about it before getting to do transaction with the second party.
What transpires between them and their clients, whether buyers, sellers, or those looking for rent, is driven by mutual agreement. The residents said, with the spread of ICT, it is possible to conduct businesses without middlemen to avoid some of these excesses.
You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Coming up shortly, we'll take a look at traditional delicacy in Delta State. Details and more after the break.
Trust TV, documenting the Nigerian story.
Welcome back. You're watching the news update on Trust TV. Here's a look at the top stories again. Excitement as President Buhari commissions Dangote 650,000 barrels per day refinery in Lagos. Presidential Tribunal dismisses PDP LP's request for live coverage. Residents in Yenagoa, the state capital, pinpoint Keke Fie, Kirigina, and Banga soup as the traditional delicacies prepared in Bayelsa State. But these are not the only popular dishes. Friday Peter outlines the popular dishes in Yenagoa that resonate with residents, and his report is presented from our studios.
Kekefie and Kirigina, which are Izon traditional delicacies, are popular because they are affordable to all classes of people.
One of the basic food that we cook in our environment here is we cook the KKF, which is the Kekefie, so to say. We also have another one called Kirigina. The Kirigina is also a very nice, delicious food that so many of the Nigerian people from the other Azes have not tasted it. I think I would want to emphasize more on that because we normally have a lot of people coming from far and near. But this is one food that when you visit Bayelsa or the Ijaw nation precisely, you will be received by this very food that we are talking about.
Other residents prefer Banga soup. The resident admits that the soup is borrowed from the Orobos in the Delta State.
The delicacy that we do prepare most is Banga soup. But in my native language, they call it lofia. They use palm fruit. They use there is this Banga spice they also use. They use fish. They use mango, salt, pepper. You know, those are the things. I think it doesn't desire much things.
Yet, others cannot do without native soup, which differs from the Banga soup because of the ingredients used in preparing the delicacy. A food vendor says 75% of our customers demand for native soup.
One of them is native soup and Banga soup. For the native soup, we use the normal ingredients used in preparing other soups. But what makes it native is the presence of fork or achi, or maybe cocoyam, like pepper, maggi, salt, periwinkle, pomo, and then the fish has to be last. You can see cocoyam everywhere, and you can see ofo and achi everywhere. And I know that these days, currently, things are very expensive, but if you go to the market with 200 naira, you can get ofo and achi. So with that, even that tomato cup of ofo and achi will do for your family, so it's affordable.
Delicacies in Yenagoa may also differ in what names they are called. For instance, the popular fisherman's soup is richer derivant of native soup. What all these boils down to is that Bayelsa State is blessed with different delicacies and rich seafood varieties that are too numerous to capture in one swell swap.
Now, food delicacies sometimes represent the identity of a people, as it is often part of culture. Still in Delta State, we learn about the people of Anyoma, known for a special type of soup, Ofe Nsala. Jonathan Anwai tells us more.
Ofe Nsala is a delicacy peculiar to the Anyomas of Delta State and other Igbo-speaking people. Ofe Nsala is known as white soup because palm oil is not used for the preparation, unlike other traditional soups.
This is the cow tail, and it's a protein for the food, for the Nsala soup. And why this is the pepper, the fresh pepper used in preparing the Nsala soup. This is a tikina, and the tikina is a yam. You pound the yam together to get to the paste. And this is the yam paste. It's called the yam paste we use in thickening the Nsala soup. This is additional ingredients, which is dry fish, oporoko, thereabouts. We bring them together, scotch them together, bring them and use it to make the soup too. These are the spices used in preparing the Nsala soup. As you can see the blended crayfish is there. You can see there's some cubes of maggi. There's something we call in our languages is okpei and dawada for those that do not know. And this is the dry pepper, This is a spice. It's a mix of spice, mixed up with African nutmeg and the rest there. And this is the sauce. Then you get the fresh fish. This is the fresh fish we use in preparing it.
While it is traditionally made with catfish, you can cook with any protein of your choice. It is delicious, easy to prepare, and affordable. Trust TV visited a food vendor who explained the process of preparation.
Which is you add the crayfish, your quail, the dry pepper, and the spices that give it a very good smell, a good aroma that comes out from it. Without the spices, you don't get the Nsala soup. That's the major ingredient we use in preparing the Nsala soup. Then you add your cubes of Maggi to taste. Then you add the salt to taste.
It is usually served in special occasions like traditional marriages and cultural events. It is also commonly prepared for mothers who have just given birth. Those who we met at the restaurants explain why they prefer Nsala soup to other delicacies across the country and how affordable it is.
Nsala soup, that is the local one. They don't need to put oil in it, and it's very, very fine. We have been eating it for a long time in this place. But it's very good for pregnant women and maybe somebody who is sick. All those kind of things, malaria, all those things, is very good for it because of the spices they used to prepare it and other things.
Why I like the food is that the soup is that it's being made with natural ingredients. And I was born and brought up with the meal. So each time I want to enjoy myself, I always come to enjoy the meal. And although it's affordable, that everyone can.
Ofe Nsala is best enjoyed with pounded yam, eba or akpu. Whenever you visit Delta State, try a plate of delicious Ofe Nsala. Jonathan Awanyai for Trust TV News, Asaba.
And now in business news, telecommunications operators have adopted the Nigerian Communications Commission's approval of a unified unstructured supplementary service data USSD for all mobile networks in the country. The development comes against the Nigerian Communications Commission's approval of unified USSD codes for all mobile networks in Nigeria. The implementation commenced on May 18, 2023. In perspective, the unified USSD becomes the only way to recharge and check mobile networks. In March 2023, the Commission informed all concerned parties to migrate and fully implement the unified USSD codes by May 17, 2023. On the foreign scene, health authorities say that an outbreak of cholera has killed at least 10 people in South Africa's most populous province of Gauteng. At least 95 people have since last Monday visited hospitals showing cholera symptoms in Hammanskraal, an area north of the capital, Pretoria. Lab tests on Sunday confirmed at least 19 were cases of cholera, the Gauteng Health Department said in a statement. It added that 37 people were admitted in critical condition. The victims included a 3-year-old child and 9 adults. Authorities are urging the public to take extra precautionary measures and maintain proper hand hygiene. And in sports news, the Nigeria Football Federation has praised the Flying Eagles for their performance against Dominican Republic on Sunday. The Flying Eagles started their campaign at the 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup on a winning note, edging out debutants Dominican Republic 2-1 at the Estadio Malvinas Mendoza. Now, Edison Azcona gave the North Americans the lead from the spot on 23 minutes before the Flying Eagles rallied to win the game, courtesy of Guillermo de Pena's own goal and Samson Lawal's strike. Ladan Bosso's side occupies second position in Group B behind Italy, who defeated Brazil 3-2 in their opening fixture. The Flying Eagles will take on Italy in their next game on Wednesday. And that's it for the news update. You can watch more via all our social media platforms and also on our YouTube live stream. I am Ayuba Ila. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.